That means we have to find the value of x and the value of y. So then we have to find the multiplication of those. Okay. So for this, already we know mean is nothing but x bar is equal to summation xi divided by n. Mean is nothing but summation xi divided by 9. Already they are given. Mean is 10 and that one variance is 25. X bar is 10, sigma square variance is 25. They are given. Okay. Now we are going to find the value of x and y. After finding the value of x and y, we have to multiply those two, or directly we can find x into y. For that, x bar is equal to summation x bar divided by n. So that is nothing but x bar is nothing but the value of x bar is 10. This is equal to x summation xi. This is summation xi. So that is nothing but 2 plus 3 plus 16 plus 20 plus 13 plus 7 plus x plus y whole divided by 1. How many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 terms are whole divided by 80. So this is implies that 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 16, 21. 21 plus 20, 41. 41 plus 13, 41 plus 13, 54. 54 plus 7. 54 plus 7 is 61. 61 plus x plus y. 61 plus x plus y is equal to 8 into 10, 80. So this is implies that x plus y is equal to 80 minus 61. So that is 19. The value of x plus y is 19. Call this as equation 1. Okay. Now the main part is over. Another data is given, that is summation. Which one is variance is given. So we know the formula for variance. So we know that summation sigma square is equal to summation xi square divided by n minus x bar whole square. This is the formula. Yes. So now already we know the value of summation x bar which one variance. The variance is 25. So this is equal to summation xi square, that is nothing but 2 square 4 plus 3 square 9 plus 16 square 16 square is 256 plus 20 square, that is 400 plus 13 square, that is 169 plus 7 square, that is 49 plus x square plus y square divided by number of terms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minus, already we know the value of x bar whole square. What is the value of x bar? So given that x bar is 10, 10 square is nothing but 100. So now this is implies that, so just add these terms. So I am adding these terms. We have 887. So no delay. 9 plus 9 18. 18 plus 0 0. 0 plus 20 9 9 9 27. 27 plus 6. 27 plus 6 is 33. 33 plus 4 37. Okay. 37. 3. 6 plus 4 10. 10 plus 3 13. 13 plus 5 18. 8. Carry 1. 1 plus 1 2. 2 plus 4 6. 6 plus 2 8. 887 plus x square plus y square is divided by 880 square. Okay, all divided by 8 is equal to, just transfer this to right hand side, it will becomes minus 100 is there here. If we transfer this to right left hand side, it will becomes plus 100. 100 plus 125 is 125. Here minus 100 is there. If we transfer this one this side, it will becomes plus 100. 100 plus 25 is 125. Now this is implies that 887 plus x square plus y square is equal to 125 into 8 is 1000. 25 into 125 into 8 is 1000. 100 into 8 is 800. 825 plus 8, 25 into 8 is 200. 800 plus 200 is 1000. Okay. So now this is implies that we get the value of x square plus y square. So that is 100,000 minus 887. So that is nothing but 113. 113. So x square plus y square is 113. Now call this as equation 2. From 1 and 2 we have, from 1 and 2 we have. So we know that x plus y whole square is equal to, we know now the one of the formula, that is x square plus y square plus 2 into x into y. So this, we know this formula. So now just substitute the values. X plus y whole square is nothing but the value of x plus y is 19. 19 square is equal to x square plus y square value we know, that is 113 is plus 2 into x into y. So this is implies that 2xy is equal to 19 square is 361. 361 minus 113. So then this is implies that 2xy is equal to 11 minus 3. So this is 1. If we take the carry from here, 1. So 11 minus 3 is 8. Here 5 minus 1 is 4. Here 3 minus 1 is 2. Then this is implies that xy is equal to, divide throughout the equation by 2. Then xy is equal to 124. X into y value is 124. So therefore the value of this one is 124. This is the answer. Simple only. So first by using mean we have to find the value of x plus y. By using variance we have to find the value of x square plus y square. Then by using this formula, already we know this. This is a famous formula, x plus y whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus 2xy. From your childhood only you studied this. By using this one we have to substitute the value of x plus y and x square plus y square, and then on simplification finally we get x into y is equal to 125. That's all. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? Next problem. Mean and standard deviation of 10 observations. Here number of observations are 10. That is n is equal to 10. Write down the given data first. So n is 10. Number of observations 10. So mean and standard deviation of those observations is 20 and 2 respectively. That is x bar is 20, sigma is 2. So mean and standard deviation of 10 observations are 20 and 2 respectively. So n is 10, x bar is 20, and then sigma is 2. So standard deviation is 2. If p is multiplied to each observations, if p is multiplied to each observations, and q, so that is also not equal to 0, is subtracted, then new mean and standard deviation becomes half of the original value. Then what is the value of q? They are asking. They are asking the value of q. So for this we have to use one table I displayed here now. We have to use that table. Okay. So first new standard deviation x1 bar is equal to, x1 bar is equal to, so this is half of the standard deviation, like that they are giving. So that is x bar divided by 2. So given that, so if do these things, if we do these things, then new mean, so that is new mean means nothing but I am take that one as x1 bar, that reduces to half of, that becomes half of the original value. Original value ginta half barutte, that is x bar by 2, that is nothing but 20 divided by 2. So that is equal to 20 by 2 is nothing but 10. Okay. So now this x1 bar is equal to what they are given, x1 bar is equal to, so we have to multiply each observation by so first if p is multiplied to each observations, so that is nothing but 2 into x1 into x2 into so on, so that is 2 into p into x bar. So then new observation is 2 into, so that is 2 p into x bar minus q. So gottide alva, suppose if x bar is the mean, if each observation is multiplied by a, then new observation is a into x bar. Howda? So if we subtract or add or subtract by each observation by a constant, then the new mean x bar minus a. Here the each and every observation is multiplied by p and subtracted by q, then that is equal to new mean is equal to x1 bar is equal to p into x bar minus q ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then that mean becomes p into x bar minus q. So now we know the value of this one. This value of this one is 10. That is p into x bar minus q is equal to 10. p into x bar minus q is equal to 10. Call this as equation 1. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಇದು? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಪಿ ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ನ ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಂದ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನ್ಯೂ ಮೀನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪಿ ಇಂಟು ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಮೀನ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ we can write new mean as p into original mean minus q. Okay, so and also given another data. So then after doing these terms, that new mean becomes half of the original mean. Already we know the original mean, that is 20, half of this one is 10. So then this is equal to 10, like that. Okay, now this is about mean. Now for standard deviation, suppose sigma is equal to 2, then sigma 1 is equal to new standard deviation, sigma 1 is equal to sigma divided by 2, half of this one, that is 2 by 2. So that is implies that sigma 1 is equal to 1. So we know the value of new standard deviation. So that is new standard deviation is half of the original. So original is 2, half of this one is 1. So and also given some conditions, we have to check these conditions. So what they are given? So if each observation is multiplied by p and subtracted by q. So for standard deviation, if we add or subtract each observation by a constant, then there will nothing changes in the standard deviation. Same ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಸಿದ್ನೆ ಹೌದಾ? So add ಅಥವಾ subtract ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ standard deviation, if we add or subtract each observations, nothing will be changes in the standard deviation. Subtract multiply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, so then the new standard deviation which is equal to we have to multiply the original standard deviation by modulus of that p. So then according to the table, new standard deviation is equal to modulus of p into original standard deviation. Modulus of p into original standard deviation. Just don't write this, not necessary. Okay, original standard deviation. Okay, so original standard deviation is 2. Sigma 1 is equal to modulus of p into sigma. If we multiply each observation by a constant, then the new standard deviation is equal to modulus of p, modulus of that constant into original standard deviation. Now sigma 1 is equal to, this one is equal to sigma 1. So that is nothing but this one is equal to ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ half of the standard deviation ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. This one is equal to 1 by sigma. This is equal to ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 1 by sigma, that is equal to modulus of p into sigma by 2, half of the original deviation. Sigma 1 becomes half of the original deviation, that is sigma by 2. So that is equal to sigma. Now sigma cancel.